I've got a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder 3.5 liter V6 right here, and I'm doing a cooling fan replacement. Now this is a known issue with Nissan and Infiniti, that these things go out sometimes in 30,000 miles or 3 years. Sometimes they last 10 years, but it's a known problem that these things don't last long and they go out. They start vibrating. Sometimes when you're driving your car and you come up to a stop sign, you'll hear the little whoop, 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 whoop. And it's this thing in here vibrating or the bearing going bad. Now if you take it to a dealer, you're looking at about 1,800 bucks to replace. If you want to get this off Amazon, I'll put a link in the description below. You can get this done for around $200. And I'm just going to show you some tips and tricks on how to do it. I'm not giving you a step-by-step. And you should be able to replace these in under 2 hours. Now the purpose of my video is you don't have to go through all this extra stuff that some of these other videos show you. You don't have to drain your radiator. You don't have to pull your hoses off. Zip tie stuff out of your way. You're going to pull this out a little more towards the driver's side. And I'm just going to show you some tips to get this job done a little quicker and easier. So over here in the battery area, you're of course going to remove your battery and then basically remove everything in this area. You don't have to take it out of the car. You just need to take off all the bolts. Most of them are all either 13 millimeter or 10 millimeter. You can see I leave most of the stuff in here, like the battery tray, the computer. This stuff is just all loose. Everything is unbolted, so I can just bend it a little bit out of the way. And then if you come over here, another tip, the control module is right here. I actually have it laying up here. You want to remove this. That makes it to come out a little bit easier. And then I'm a big fan of zip ties. So I zip tie this harness right here out of the way. Zip tie your radiator hose. You can zip tie it to anything up here that will hold it up and out of the way. You just don't want to kink it anywhere. And as you come over here, you're going to remove this negative ground strap. And it's fastened to this little bracket right here. Remove it from there. And that's basically ready to pull out. And you're going to come out through the driver's side, angle it up and straight out. Right now I'm at about 45 minutes and this fan's ready to come out. So once you kind of got the fan loose on this side, it's easiest to come out this way. So you just kind of move your stuff out of the way and pull at the same time. The fan's out in about 45-50 minutes. Now before you install your new fan, you'll notice these 3 rubber grommets on the bottom. A lot of times when you pull your old fan out, these will stick inside and be left in their bottom holder. So when you go to put this in, it doesn't go down far enough because these old grommets are still stuck into place. So you just want to make sure right there does not have a grommet stuck. Right there. And then there's one right down there. You want to make sure the old grommets are not stuck in there, otherwise your new fan will not go down low enough. And it's bolted in place, then put the module back in. This little bit of space right here is just a little too tight to get past the radiator hose. You could probably try to shove it down in there, but you're going to risk damaging something. So remove the control module on your new unit. Another thing, when you're putting your new fan in, don't try to go in at this angle. I'm almost straight up and down, getting it halfway in, and then we're going to flatten it out. If you try to put it in at kind of what feels like the right angle like this, it's not going to go in. So I'm almost straight up and down, and then rotate it, it will pop right into place. Once you're sliding it down into place, as long as you have this pulled out of that hole, you just kind of bend this a little bit, and then push down at the same time, and that fan's going to pop right into place. So I've got the fan bolted back in place, and I just remounted the control module, made all my connections. And I can cut all these zip ties holding stuff out of the way. I'm at about 1 hour and 5 minutes. All I got to do is just start bolting everything back into place. And in under 2 hours, this job's complete. Now just remember, you don't need to disconnect any hoses. You don't need to disconnect any wiring. The only wiring I suggest you disconnect is for the control module on the fan. Other than that, zip ties are your best friend. Zip tie everything out of the way I showed you. Remove as much stuff around the battery area as possible, the battery tray, the computer controller. You don't need to disconnect that stuff. Just zip tie it out of the way. And then the fan's gonna come out kind of towards the driver's side, almost straight up and down. New ones are gonna go in the same way. And key is patience. As you kind of try to push it into place, you're probably gonna bump into this, bump into that. Just kind of push everything out of the way. Push it a little bit more, push this out of the way, push the fan in a little more, and that's gonna drop down into place. Just make sure those old rubber grommets come out. Sometimes when you pull the fans out, one stays in, and when you go to try to put the fan in, it won't fit down in place. Other than that, this job isn't too bad. Just have a little bit of patience on a cool early morning. Start about 7 a.m. You'll be done by 9 o'clock and go out for breakfast. Hope you guys enjoyed this tips and tricks video, and thanks for watching.